Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I got my brake booster installed. So this is going to be a quick part 3 of the Mercury build. I got the firewall fixed up and welded in. I got the beads done. Unfortunately, my bead roller broke, and that was a bit of a bummer. Anyway, so this one here I had to do by hand, and I'll throw a video in here now of me hammering that thing out and getting the bead in there. Well, it's going to have to do. I got to hammer a little bit more, but hopefully that'll work. I got to keep going. But seeing as how my bead roller died, this is what I have to do. Old school. I already got this one done with the bead roller, so I'm trying to match up as best I can. I think I'm almost there, but a little bit more. That one got a little bit spigless. pretty nice on that side. That side, once it gets sanded up, I think that'll be all right, but that's how it's gonna have to be. This is the bottom die for my press brake, sort of a skinnier die to do this kind of smaller materials with. That's what I used, just clamped it in there and, well, problem somewhat solved. So once I got that done, I was able to get the panel in here, tweak it a little bit, and weld it into place. Once I got it into place, I figured out roughly where I wanted this steering column just using a piece of exhaust tubing. Turns out I was a little bit high on my reference, and I'm still a bit high. I'm actually hitting the booster here now. So what I'll do is I'll bring you in and show you what's going on here. So here's our booster, and again, all this stuff is G-body. So GM, G-body, Monte Carlo, Malibu, all that stuff. This booster actually came out of a El Camino. I think it was an 80 or 82 something, whatever, El Camino. So that's what that booster's out of. This column's out of a Monte Carlo. So you can see they are touching. So I just need to drop the column down because it's just barely touching. I just need to drop that down about a ½ an inch, and that will work. But my booster is sitting in there nicely. I like it. So I will need to add a little bit of structure to this because you can see with this firewall, hopefully, I think you can see that flexing. So that's no good. So I'm gonna add a 1/8 plate to that. So that'll go up and around the top on the inside. And then the pedal assembly will also tie into the dash. Okay. So here we are. Pedals work. Spraying brake juice all over. So that's good. It's at a good height. So that'll be all right. My seat can go up a bit. Steering column. Right about here. I can't touch it too much. Let me try and do this with my arm. Oh, tilt it down, they're straight. So that's about right. That'll be good. So I'll just have to figure out the gas pedal. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. All right, so I'm just coming out here to reference this steering column, but there is a wasp's nest, bee's nest inside this car, and there are hundreds of them coming in and out. So just coming to take a quick, trying to come and take a gander at this without getting stung, but man, there's tons of them in there. All right, so the steering column in this, I mean, I can't get any closer than that. I don't want to. There are hundreds of them in there. It's probably massive. Anyways, the steering column comes out pretty far, so I guess that means I can come out farther in the car. So here's my steering wheel sitting in there. So that's basically, the tilt is just about straight. So the wheel can actually come back a little bit more, which means I may need a longer shaft on that side. What I may do for now is leave this so that the column is somewhat adjustable. So I won't make it a permanent mount for that just yet, but I'll make it so that it's secure and I can steer the car. But like I said, I think that this could come back just a little bit more, but if not, it can stay where it is. The pedals, that was a bit of a struggle. It's just a touch high. Like the pedal itself is up away from the floor a little bit, and I've got some clearance as I push down. So I still have lots of room to the floor. So what I can do is I can actually just get an adjustable rod for the booster, and then have that basically go in. If I had it drop in about a ½ an inch, that would be just perfect, because then that would mean it would be just a little bit closer to the floor. But I'm really happy with that. I'm glad that I got that in place. And so once I get that 1/8 inch plate in there, so this will all have to come back out. I'll put an 1/8 inch plate in there, and then I will make a bracket to tie this to the column in the dash, this whole setup. So that's what we are working on. So that's what we got done today. Like I said, some of these are going to be shorter, some of them will be a little bit longer, but this one being the way that it was and a lot of finicky stuff, it was a bit shorter. So the next thing that I'll be doing, like I said, I'll be putting those plates in there and finishing that up. And then we'll start working on getting the drivetrain going and all that, and brakes and whatnot. So those will probably be a little bit longer videos doing that kind of stuff, but I'm super pumped that I was able to get this thing mounted, because that was a bit of a struggle for me, and you know, a little bit mind-blowing. A lot of text back and forth with my buddy Gord. So anyways, we managed to get this done, and I'm super pumped. So hey, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, follow along with this build. And if you're in Ontario, August 26th, 27th, come out to the Jalopy Jam Up. That's where this car is going to be. That's where I'm going to be. It's an amazing show for all kinds of pre-64 cars. So if you like custom cars and you're in Ontario, come on out to that show. If not, come see it next year. Take care.